Hey guys, welcome back to another Slightly Rednecked video. Again, my name is Chris. If you're not familiar with this channel, I help you to produce your own meat, eggs, and vegetables from your backyard, your balcony, your deck, your garage, or heck, even a spare room in your house if that's the way you want to do it. And I have a lot of requests lately to do some breeding videos, and today is October 15th, which means that in my area anyway, that's our average first frost date. Fall is in full swing. The temperature has finally cooled down a little bit, gotten out of the high 80s and 90s, down to about the 70s during the day and the 50s at night. So that means time to start off another breeding season. So I'm going to be breeding a rabbit today, a new rabbit I've never bred before. I just got her this summer and let her grow out a little bit. We'll see if she's receptive or not, and we'll talk about, well, anything that comes up. So basically, if you've never bred rabbits before, and I've got some other videos on those, you may have seen them. Hate to repeat this, but if you've not bred rabbits before, I feel like it's necessary to tell this information. It's pretty simple. The first thing to remember is always bring the female to the male, never the male to the female. Females can get very territorial. They can fight with your male, cause all kinds of damage, even castrate the male. And you always want to stand by, you always want to watch. So here's what I'm going to do. Get the female out of the cage. I'm going to bring her to my male, my buck over here, my California buck. And he's trusty, he'll probably perform. Let me get the cage all opened up and ready. And then I'm going to watch them pretty close for a couple of minutes and see if she's receptive to him. And if she's not, I'm going to give her about, maybe 10 minutes or so. And if she's not receptive, if she starts to get aggressive with him or anything like that, I'll just move her back to her cage. And we'll go from there and talk about it from there and see how it goes. And again, we're just going to put the female in here. And usually he's going to be pretty interested right away. Now whether she's going to lift or not, we'll find out. And it looks like she's not being grumpy, but she's not lifting. So we're going to wait until we get, there she's starting to lift. Come on, buddy, you can get it. There we go. That's what we're looking for, is that successful fall off. I'm surprised she was just as receptive as she was. So we're going to give him a chance to do that one more time at least. Kind of watch the behavior here for a minute. Give him a minute and he'll be ready to go again. Sometimes it takes a few minutes. Be patient. No reason, I mean, she's not getting aggressive, she's not grunting or anything like that. She's just kind of hanging out there. I know it's probably hard to see her on camera, the tarp's in the way, but so no reason to get her out of the pen yet. And usually here in just a minute or two, he's going to start back up. All right, well, I had a camera malfunction, so you couldn't see the rest of that video, but there wasn't much more to show. I just waited a little while. It took about 10, maybe 15 minutes, and he tried once or twice more. She finally started moving around the cage a little bit. He tried again, and she went ahead and lifted, and he fell off again. So what I usually do, especially with first-time moms, well, with any rabbit really when I'm breeding, is I always try to get at least 2 fall-offs per session, as long as the female's not getting real grumpy. Now, sometimes what you'll see is that she'll get real grumpy with him, and she'll start grunting, and she'll maybe hurl down in a corner or something like that. And whenever he comes at her, she might even start kind of jumping at him, lunging at him a little bit like that. If that starts happening, go ahead and take her out, put her back in her cage. And you might wait, maybe if you bred in the morning, you might wait till that evening and put her back in and see if you can get another successful fall off. But generally, I usually try to get 2 fall offs. Once I get 2 fall offs, it's almost always the rabbit is bred. So I'm just going to mark that on the calendar. I'm going to wait 30 days, well, 28 days, 27 days, somewhere right around in there. I'll put the nest box in. Check her out with throwing some straw in there. If I throw some straw in there and she picks it up in her mouth, starts carrying it around, what we call a hay stash, it's pretty obvious, so you don't need to see that on film. You'll know what it's a different kind of behavior than you've ever seen. She'll pick it up and start carrying it around the cage. If that happens, you know she's about ready to have babies. Put the nest box in and let her build her nest and get ready and just wait for the babies to come. That's really all there is to it. So of course, if you keep following my channel, we'll come back and we'll see whenever the babies are born, and we'll discuss it at that point. But not much else to show in this video here. Successful breeding, first-time mom. They're not always that receptive. Sometimes they're a little bit reluctant. You've got to try for several days before they will actually lift for the male and let him breed her. But this one, she was real receptive to him. No problems. Got 2 successful fall-offs. Good to go. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you'd like to see in future videos. Hit that subscribe button. Stay up with my content. And thank you guys for watching this video. As always, God bless.